There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Chanticleers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the first down, looking for more. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off on?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
To the air, it's Stroud. Swings it out to his running back. Still on his feet at the 45. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Throws toward the end zone. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Brown. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Sends it back in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Can't get him to the ground. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Looking for a man. It's Stroud. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Unleashes one. Finds space on the right. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Makes it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working that left side. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Reads it, fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Just such a nice job by him, understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware. Tight ends and running backs around him, and as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way, and he's able to jump the throw and pick it up.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Throws to the tight end. Got a wide open receiver. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here.
One back, baby, one back.
Pulls and fires complete. And they'll move the change and get it to the 47-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. The 20. The inside. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game,
It's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. To throw, it's Stroud. Here's the pressure. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Chanticleers decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and turning it on. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. All right, guys, let's talk a little Coastal Carolina. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough. But it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away. And if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air. It's Stroud. Pulls it in. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Chanticleers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The Chanticleers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Running to Green. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Obviously, great job picking up the 1st down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Quick release by the QB. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
And the shot that clears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. The shot that clears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Stroud. Fakes to grab. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Wants to pass. Here's a heat. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
That's so frustrating when you get in a 1st and goal situation. The next thing you know, you're backed up. You're not even in the red zone anymore. Offenses have to be able to respond. You got to understand, I'm going to get negative plays. What's next? What do I got on the sheet that I know I'm going to call, get this back, and get in the end zone?
Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Looking to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
Woo, we needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 10 to LSU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the 1st half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got it down the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. The quick out. Touchdown!
offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Stroud. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And the shot to clear has come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He lets it fly. Hauls it in down the sideline. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speak, and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's Stroud. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it inside the 30. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you've got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. Your pass rush comes through for you and create a negative play.
The shot that clears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
from the gun to give, looking for room. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's already made one field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. Absolutely center cut. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, shot to clear. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it on the right. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Stroud. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page. But when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Just keeps slinging it. Looking to scramble. Blasted as he lets it go. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, he's got some space. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Give to Brown. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a man, it's Stroud. Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete on the shuffle. There he goes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's got his man, makes the grab. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Stroud. Into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown. down and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control off the upright and through. That'll trim the deficit to 15. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
It's a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The give to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Stroud. Moving away from pressure. Gets rid of it. Got his man. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
Going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get...
Breaks into the open. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage. Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Stroud. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Coastal. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for two. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Offense facing 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Stroud. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.